What's the boogeyman?
Run, Randy, run!
Welcome to the Inferno. I'm Papa John, and I'm here to guide you through all the hellish sides of horror. And I created this channel. This is my second YouTube channel. My first one, it's not like I have very many followers. It's very small. It's like 50 subscribers. But I had this unique idea here. That channel's a lot more action movie, blockbuster focused. But I just wanted something more than just like a 5-star rating system that everyone uses, like a 5-star, 10-star, or you letter grade. Everyone uses those. I wanted something unique. And one day, a light bulb popped up in my head for an idea centered around Dante's Inferno. And I loved it. I don't know if other people will love it, but I just thought it was a nice, unique theme or brand to center a YouTube movie channel around. But at the same time, it tone-wise doesn't entirely fit outside of the horror genre. And so instead of rebranding my already existing horror channel, I just figured I'd experiment by creating this second one. Maybe it'll fall apart and not last very long. Maybe it'll become even more popular than my already small, very small channel. Who knows what will happen. But the other reason I wanted to create this channel was, while action movies, if you average the year out, are probably the genre I might sit down and just enjoy and watch the most. But my favorite genre to explore, analyze, and for lack of a better term, study is the horror genre. Even though most of these videos are probably just going to be regular reviews and rankings, there's a video series I want to do where I'm probably just going to call them horror video essays, where I take a movie, I look at how that horror movie is as effective as it is, looking at the way it builds up atmosphere, looking at specific elements of the movie that build up its atmosphere, and looking at like either world society or American society and stuff and the point in life or in time and just stuff going on in the world that made a specific movie even more effective. Did it ask a question that society might have been afraid to discuss, or a topic they might have been afraid to discuss, and they tackle it from a much more horror movie way. So it's not only something on screen you're afraid of, it brings up a topic you might be afraid to discuss, as well as just how well the movie itself builds up atmosphere to execute those themes and whatnot. And just, is there something in retrospect outside of the era it was released that makes it still effective today? And so that's a video series I just kind of really want to try out as well. And I plan on the first one. I don't know when it's going to come out. Those videos are going to take a little more prep than just a normal review and ranking. But I do plan on the first horror video essay being about Eli Roth's Hostel from 2006. And then just quickly, I'm going to kind of go through the rating system I came up with here. And it's basically it's themed around Dante's Inferno, but it doesn't take the themes of the circle of hell and this circle is for the lustful and stuff like that. It doesn't do that. And for instance, Dante's Inferno is one of the best books I've ever read, but I'm not a big reader anyway, so it's not like there's much competition, but that's beside the point. Basically how it works is the 9th circle of hell is where the Freddy's Deads of the world belong, the worst of the worst. They're just so bad that they deserve to just be chewed up by Satan. And then you got the 7th, 8th, and the 6th, 7th, 8th circles of hell, which are for bad movies. You got kind of the 4th and 5th circle, which are just kind of mediocre, take it or leave it movies. For example, 2003's Wrong Turn. Then you have the first, second, and third circles of hell, which are for good to really great movies. And then you have Purgatorio, which is the, Purgatorio, and then, which is for the best of the best. And then you have Paradiso, which is for the best of the best of the best. And so basically, best way to think about this is the ninth circle of hell through Purgatorio is basically you could, if you wanted to interpret it this way, is basically like a 10-star thing, a 1 through 10, except with golf rules where the smaller is better. And then Paradiso is just for those movies that are just so hellishly great that they transcend the need for a rating. And so if anything I've said here interests you, stay tuned, subscribe, and have a hell of a good time.